Bobby Buntrock, the tragic death of Hazel's Harold. The child actor who played Harold Baxter on the popular 1960s Hazel comedy series lost his life in an automobile accident on a bridge in Keystone, South Dakota on April 7, 1974. According to the World Heritage Encyclopedia, the bridge had been severely damaged 2 years previously in the South Dakota flood of 1972. There was a large hole in the middle of the bridge with at least 3.1 to 4.6 meters, 10 to 15 feet of water in the hole from the creek. Unfortunately, there were no warning signs or barricades to call attention to the danger. Bobby was en route to visit a friend when his car slid off the side of the road and flipped over into the water. The accident was reported and divers arrived at the scene. They eventually reached the car and discovered Bobby's body. The young man had tried to escape, but he had been unable to pry the door open far enough due to the mud and the sheer force of the water. His death was horribly heartbreaking and could have been prevented. Robert Willard Bobby Buntrock, August 4, 1952, April 7, 1974, was an American child actor. Buntrock was widely known for his role as Harold Sport Baxter on the 1960s sitcom Hazel. Buntrock was born in Denver, Colorado, to Robert E. and Maxine Buntrock. He had two sisters, Stella and Deanne. When he was 3, the family moved to Whittier, California, where neighbors urged Buntrock's parents to get their son into acting. After submitting Buntrock's picture to various agents, he was signed by Marcella Bell Reinhardt. When he was 7 years old, Buntrock landed his first role on an episode of Wagon Train. Early in 1959, in a show starring Bette Davis, he played one of 7 children in the Ella Lindstrom story, which aired on Feb 4, 1959. He also appeared in guest spots on Westinghouse Desilu Playhouse, Mr. Ed, and The Donna Reed Show. He also did the early 1960s commercials for Rock'em Sock'em Robots. 61, Buntrock won the role of Harold Sport Baxter on the sitcom Hazel, starring Shirley Booth. The series aired for 5 seasons, first on NBC with Don DeFore and Whitney Blake in the role of Harold's parents, George and Dorothy Baxter. In the 5th and final season, 1965 to 1966, shown on CBS, the series was retooled after DeFore and Blake were dismissed, and Harold lived with his uncle Steve Baxter, Ray Fulmer, Aunt Barbara, Lynn Borden, and cousin Susie, Julia Benjamin. During the run of Hazel, Buntrock was tutored on the set and attended Lake Marie Public School in Whittier when the show was on hiatus. After Hazel ended its run in 1966, Buntrock appeared in 2 guest spots on The Virginian in 1967, after which he retired from acting. Buntrock moved with his family to Keystone, South Dakota, where he graduated from Sturgis High School in 1970 and lived for the last 5 years of his life. On April 7, 1974, Buntrock died at age 21 in an automobile accident when his car veered off a bridge under construction into Battle Creek, drowning him in the submerged car. He is buried in Keystone Cemetery in Keystone.